What up y'all, it's your boy DethGalaxy and welcome to another New World video. So today we're going to be doing an updated video on my old Flamethrower build guide I did about a month ago there. This time we got an emphasis on the haste, so the speed buff. So this is going to be the speed Flamethrower build. So as you've seen in the last video, we were talking about how they were updating the Flamethrower base speed. That has been done now for a little bit. We've done a lot of tests and it's really great for the skill. I see a lot more people using it now, which is nice. But I just wanted to do a touch up on specifically the build I'm running here and a few perks I've added in to make it work better. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So let's take a look now. So the main big difference we did here was on the staff. As I mentioned in the last video, we did upgrade that to the keen speed staff. So on critical, we're gaining 30% haste every 3 seconds. That is actually huge. It's so good for if someone's trying to get away from you. If they have like an extra dodge roll, you trigger that 30% haste, you're going to catch right up to them and finish them, and they will not be able to get away. So that's one of the hugest updates we put here. Now the reason I do also have Fireball on my staff is just this is the one I picked up and I was able to rock a pair of boots. Like, I know they're not the best, but to get that refreshing and resilient on my boots, it was worth it. So that's another thing I added into the build, a few pieces of resilient. It really helps when you're getting hit up close with that critical hit damage. I also highly recommend to run at least 150 con with this build, so you'll get an extra 10% critical hit damage as well. So as you can see here, I'm running 350, 112. I'll pop con food here, the roasted rabbit, and that'll put me at 150. That gives me 10% crit bonus. Then I have resilient on my boots and also resilient on my pants, so that's basically an extra 10%. So I got about 20% crit reduction just with my con and my 2 resilient items. Of course, you can make that even sweeter if you had 3 more resilient. That would be the goal, but some of this gear is hard to come by. Some other good perks, as I mentioned before too, you want refreshing evasion or refreshing, whatever one you prefer. I do prefer evasion because I find I'm rolling all the time. Like for example, say I'm shooting a guy here, he starts getting away, I'm going to triple roll right up to him to break that speed. I'm going to hit him with the flamethrower and that's going to trigger my haste buff, which is going to let me catch up to him and he won't get away. So I'm basically stacking 30% haste with keen speed, and then as well with the accelerating flamethrower, stacking that 24% for 2 seconds. And also, if you did see the most recent past notes, there was a mistake with this perk, accelerating flamethrower. It's actually supposed to scale up with the gear score, so that's going to be increased by a few percent, maybe to 26% speed or something like that, which is nice. Every little bit counts. So it's basically, we're relying on our haste so much on this build. So our constant key is to trigger haste, get ahead of the enemies, make sure they don't escape. So some people may be saying like, why aren't you using Firevine, Keen Vicious or whatever? Like, I do have other great fire staffs here. Let me take a look. Yeah, for example, this one, Keen Vicious Chain Fire. That's a great fire staff if I wasn't using Flamethrower, because Chain Fire doesn't trigger off Flamethrower. The Keen and Vicious is nice, but Keen Speed, it's going to get you more kills and get you in better positions, especially in wars and OPR, etc. Speed is OP. I think a lot of people are lacking on that right now. So those were the biggest updates as far as adding perks to the build for speed. Other than that, we're still pretty much the same. We got the refreshing evasion. We did add more resilient to the build, which is nice if you can find any pieces like this. And as I said before, the ice gauntlet for this build is not too important. I ended up just throwing on the crystalline curse to have unending thaw and refreshing move on my weapon, so I could have more room to upgrade my gear. For example, on this I have an unending thaw on my chest, but I'm going to upgrade that, hopefully get something with like refreshing resilient. Take a look at some of the stuff from the new Isabella's Lair dungeon. Maybe there's something in there that'd be a good upgrade, but that's the one piece I got to change now because I decided to rock this. But yeah, so that's basically those perks on the armor. Now we have a few new perks I want to talk about also on the jewelry here. So on the ring, we did end up switching it to fire damage instead of keen. Now I find this is super OP with Flamethrower because you're ticking so much, it's bound to crit in that time period anyway. So basically you're hitting 3 times every second. One of those is going to crit no matter what. So I think it's more beneficial to have the constant fire damage for every tick over time compared to keen. Also, a great perk here is Brilliant. You get that extra 10% of mana, so you can still Flamethrower past your usual. That's very nice in war, etc. I really like this ring. But another one to keep your eye out with the update coming, I believe it is tomorrow here. They're actually upgrading all the perks like Burning and etc. I do have a nice Burning ring here somewhere. Yeah, so this is the ring I did use previously. I might try it out again. They are updating Burning to apply, I think, double. So instead of 15% longer, it's going to be 30% longer now, which is actually huge. That also applies for the perks such as Poison, etc. in the same slot for Ring. So that could be a huge one now. They also updated, so instead of 10 stacks of burn, it's going to be 5 stacks of burn. And they also updated the damage tick to do more damage. So it's going to be a big change for burning. I'd like to see how that plays with Flamethrower. But as of right now, I do think fire damage is the way to go. But we'll try this burning one out as well when that update comes. Then here's a really important perk I think a lot of people are sleeping on. I've just recently added it to my earring. So as you can see on the earring, the most important perk we need here is Refreshing Toast. As you can see, I also have Regenerating and Healthy Toast. Now this is a god roll earring. Like, I don't know how much this would cost on you guys' server. I got pretty lucky. I bought this for like 75k. But you could just picture Regenerating not there if you were just to buy a purple one. You want Refreshing Toast and Healthy Toast. And the reason you want Healthy Toast is here is when you drink a mana potion, gain 9.6% of your max health. This is super OP. Like, even if I was a bruiser melee, I'd be running this on my earring just for the extra healing in wars and etc. Just because, take a look at this. So you see my mana pot here. I popped that 10-second cooldown with Refreshing Toast, and that's healing me for like 1600 health or something. So every 10 seconds, that's an extra big boost to health, and a lot of people aren't using that, and it's so good for survivability, especially when you're running this speed build. They're catching up to you. You can do a pot right quick, mana pot, and then regen, and it's like good luck. You heal up so quick, it makes you very hard to kill. So that's a perk I recommend highly now. It's called Healthy Toast, and you could probably get a purple with Healthy Toast and Refreshing Toast for 10k or less on the market. As I said, if you do have unlimited money, you could try to get one similar to this, but this is like my god roll ring. I can't believe I even found this one because I comboed the Regenerating with my necklace with the Divine, so I get more healing effects. So it's really crazy for my build right now. This jewelry is disgusting. I'm in love with it. I know not everyone will be able to come up with this stuff right away, but as I said before, just get some purples like on your amulet, stamina recovery. One of the main parts of this build, as I said in the last video, so you guys already know that. But yeah, so I just wanted to do a little update on the speed build there. I'll show a few clips of it in action, but yeah. Hey y'all, it's your boy Death. I just wanted to touch base here and say thank you guys so much. We recently just hit 1,400 subscribers on YouTube, and I greatly appreciate that. All you guys checking out the videos, staying up to date, leaving likes, commenting, etc. I appreciate it greatly. I just wanted to touch in and say thank you guys so much. We got a lot of content planned for the future. We will continue to grow. So all you early guys, appreciate y'all being here. And one extra thing, I just started streaming on Twitch. If you would like to check me out live streaming various games such as New World or Elden Ring and some other games, I'll put a link for that in the description. And I truly appreciate if you could hop over to that link and give a follow to help build up the platform a bit over there. And eventually we'll be branching some VODs over to this channel as well. But yeah, I just wanted to plug that in there. So again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it greatly. Take care. Have a nice day. Death out.